are you doing?
Hey, teacher, I'm good.
Hi, my
Thank you.
dear.
And you? Teacher?
Please, I sent you a document, right? On our WhatsApp
Mm,
chat.
yes, teacher.
Yes, you got it?
Let me open.
Yeah, please. Today we're going to work on this document, and this document contains, not to mention all of the grammar tenses and the grammar part of the reading and use of English part 4, the keyword transformation. So this document is the ultimate guide for this. So we're going to keep on practicing. This is a full training session.
Yep, teacher.
Yeah, we're going to work on page number of this document, right? 8, the present tenses.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get started. So as you know, you have to use between 2 and 5 words, including the word given, okay? And I'm gonna let you to think of the what could be the right answer, and then I'm gonna give you the correct answer, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Yes, so let's go over the first one. Please help me out reading the first sentence.
First, Jane often spends her morning relaxing and reading a book.
Yes, right? We have the keyword tense. And
Yes.
how could it be the next one, the next sentence? Remember,
Uh,
between 2 and 5 words, no more than that.
Jane tends to spend
Yes,
her morning
that is.
relaxing and reading a book.
Yes, that is okay. So let me see. I'm gonna write it here. Jane tends to
Mm,
spend. Perfect. Let me put it like this, and that is the answer. Okay. Jane tends to spend her mornings. Okay. Number 2. Leon spends at least 1 hour every day at a gym. Right? We have the keyword daily. And how could it be the next sentence?
Good evening, teacher. Jonathan,
Good
how are
evening,
you?
my dear. How are you doing?
Good evening, Sarita.
Please,
I'm well.
I sent you a document. Did you see?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So we're working on today. We'll be working on a keyword transformation exercises. Okay. And
Okay.
let's start by the present tenses, which are on page number 8 from this document. Number 8, the present tenses in here. Okay.
From the document that you send us.
Yes, the one that I sent
Oh,
you. So we were working on the next one, the second one. So tell me, my dear. Meanwhile, Sarah is opening up the document. How could it be the number 2 sentence? Leon spends at least 1 hour every day at the gym. We have daily and Leon for at least 1 hour.
Leon daily goes to the gym.
Yes, something like that. It was almost that. Okay, the right sentence, the right answer is like this: Leon goes to the gym daily.
daily. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
In this case, daily goes at the end. Goes to the gym daily for at least 1 hour. That is the answer.
You got it.
Number 3. Katie can find a solution to the problem she has to solve. We have the keyword trying. So, Kathy, this is really easy.
Kathy is
Let me
trying
try
to
Yes,
find the
Kathy
solution
is trying to solve
to
the
solve the
problem.
problem. Solve the
Yes,
problem.
that is the
it.
answer. Okay, so let's keep it up. Number 4. Now electric motors have helped to make cars environmentally friendly. We have getting. So the right answer is cars.
Are getting
Yes, are getting.
To
Getting what?
help environmental.
Are getting more.
To
more.
get it
Yes, more
environment.
environmentally friendly due to the new
Yeah.
electric motors. Yes. So cars are getting more. Number 5. Despite living in Paris, Marta doesn't speak any French.
Mar-
So Marta doesn't speak any French, even this is a very common
Even
expression.
she lives.
Even though she lives perfect.
even
Mhm.
though she
It is the most common. It always goes even though she lives in Paris. Perfect. Number 6. This activity is impossible to understand, said George to the teacher. This is the reported speech.
I can't understand this activity at all.
Yes, right?
Hmm.
I cannot.
can't, I cannot.
Perfect. I cannot understand this activity at all. Perfect.
Teacher, but I have a question for this.
Tell me.
We can have the when the sentence is in present, when we can have to report it could be in past. I could not understand this.
Yes, it is. Sometimes it is possible, right? Because we
Yes.
have to exchange the tenses depending on the reported sentence. But in this case, it is in present. This activity is impossible to understand, said George to the teacher, right? So, what is literally what he told to the teacher? I cannot understand this activity at all. It's literally what he told him.
Sí, pero en español sería, ¿qué le dijo a George? Que él no podía, que yo no podía.
Yes, but in this case, we are not changing the reported speech. We are going over the same sentence.
Ah, okay.
Yes, you see? We are only rephrasing the same sentence. This is not this is a part of the reported speech, but we are not talking about changing the reported speech. As you can see here, we are rephrasing the literal part that is in here. For example, yes, I know you. I got your point. For example, it could be that how could it be in the reported speech? Just to take a look at it. The
For
same
example,
sentence.
so
Yes.
I couldn't understand this
Yes, but
activity at all.
yes,
They
yes,
report to the teacher.
yes. So George said or told to the teacher, right? So the teacher that he couldn't understand this activity at all. But if we were changing to the reported speech the sentence, but in this case we're only rephrasing the same sentence.
Okay.
Yes, that is okay.
Mhm.
The next one, number 7. My parents own this house now that they have finished paying the mortgage. So this house, right? What happens with this
This
house? Belongs to my parents, right?
this house belongs.
Belongs, yes, to my parents
Yeah.
now that they have finished paying the mortgage. Perfect. The next one, number 8. I don't know what is his name. I guess Ines is having problems using her new oven. So Ines to use her new oven.
How
Sorry?
doesn't understand how to use their
Yes,
new oven.
perfect. Doesn't understand. Perfect. Just let me put it like this. No. Yeah. She doesn't understand, right? Understand how to use. Number 9. Jake's new brand of shampoo keeps his hair healthy. So Jake, that could be kind of tricky. So please go over again. Jake's new brand of shampoo keeps his hair healthy. So Jake is doing what?
It is using
Yes, he is using perfect. Using what? The same.
their
A new brand.
shampoo.
A new brand.
Oh, yeah.
A new brand of shampoo that keeps his hair healthy. That is. Because we have here new brand. Number 10. The traffic in the morning is bad, so I usually leave the house early. This is a phrasal verb. What is the
Set
phrasal
up,
verb that means to leave?
set up,
I set off. I
Set
set
off.
off.
Perfect. Set off. But usually, right? Usually
I usually set
set
off.
off. Yes, remember that this one is first. Set off what? Early, right? So I usually set off early in the morning to avoid bad traffic. Perfect. This is all about the present tenses. Now let's go over the present perfect versus the simple past. Okay? Number 1. The queue to get the ticket, for the concert is hours long. So what happens here? Remember that queue is to line up, basically. So what is the right answer here, my dear students?
they have been waiting.
Yes,
Sí.
great. They have been waiting,
Wait.
right? Or maybe lining up. It could be, because it's the same. They have been lining up for hours to get tickets for the concert. That is. Number 2. In 2013, Darius moved to Poland to work as an English teacher, and he is still there. So how could it be the next one? Darius, what has he done?
Darius has moved to Poland since 2013.
Something like that, but it is not the correct sentence. Can you work out what is the correct sentence? We're talking, if we say that he moved, what is the mean? That he is leaving? He's leaving, right?
Gone. He has gone.
In these cases, get used to it, please. In these cases, when we are talking about in the sentence like move, it means that he has been living there, right?
Has been.
Yes, so
Yes.
he has lived. It could be like this. He has lived, or he has, let me put it like this. He has been, right, in Poland since 2013. It could be lived, he has lived, or he has been in Poland. Any of those. Darius has lived or has been in Poland since 2013, working as an English teacher, of course. Number 3. I haven't been back home since December to spend the holidays with my family. So, this kind of exercise, specifically this one, is very common in the exam. So how can we use last? I haven't been back home, right, since December. So it means that the last time that you were at home was in December, right? Do you have an idea? I guess that no. So I last went back, right? Or returned home in December to spend the holidays with my family. That is the answer. Which is the same that the last time I last went back home, or I last went returned home in December. I think that it was a little bit difficult for you, or not. Did you get the same? Did you think of the same answer? No?
No, teacher.
Okay, so you know. I last went back home in December. Number 4. Without any information about the change in the schedule, we missed the train. So we missed the train because what happened with they? What did I do? Really easy, a simple past. Who can tell me?
They hadn't informed.
They haven't informed or they didn't inform us? What do you think?
Yep.
Didn't. Didn't or haven't informed? Present perfect or past
Did.
simple past? In this case,
It could be.
no. In this case, the only one is the present, the past,
Did.
the simple past. Didn't. Okay. Don't forget. She didn't inform us. She didn't. Sorry, they didn't. Right? About the change. Perfect. Number 5. He spent all his time playing tennis before, but now he can't because of his injury. So what happens with him? What is the right answer here? We have to use the keyword used. Maybe?
He used to play tennis.
Yes, perfect. Used to play tenis. That is. Solía jugar tenis, but now he's not able to. Perfect. That is. Number 6. The time I traveled in Asia for a few months 2 years ago was the best experience of my life. We have the keyword when. So the best experience of my life was when? Was when I spent, right? A few months in Japan, sorry, in Asia. That is the best experience of my life was when I spent. Great. Number 7. Joey's assignment is due tomorrow, but it isn't finished yet. So what happens here? We have to use still. So, Joey, what happens with Joey? No? Did you have any idea?
Hasn't finished.
Yes, like that. Perfect. That is.
Okay.
But first,
Has
still.
still finished.
Yes, that is. Still has not finished his assignment and it is due tomorrow. Perfect. So he hasn't still. First, still, don't forget still. Joey still hasn't finished yet. Number 8. Lee's new job is working in a professional kitchen after finishing at culinary school. So, we have the keyword just. So Lee has done what? Has just started, right? This is really easy. Has just started or maybe only started. It could be just or only, any of those. Has just or has only started working in a professional kitchen after finishing at culinary school. That is. Number 9. I am freezing after working outside all day in the snow. So I am freezing because I have been doing what? Because I have been, right? I have been working outside all day long in the snow. Perfect. Number 10. The team has won every game except for this season. So far, this season, what happens with the team? Tell me. Maybe do you have the right sentence? Did you get it? How could it be this one? Help me out, please, my dear students. Maybe you, my dear Sarah, how could be this one?
For example, so far this season,
Yes, remember, be careful because in there it's a comma, right? So far this
comma,
season, what happens with the team?
the lost the lost game,
Yes, remember that we are in present perfect or simple past. The team
the
has lost,
team had
right?
lost
Has lost.
one.
Perfect. Only once. Because it says that they have won every game except for one. Perfect. So the team has lost only once so far. Great. Now let's go over the narrative sentences. Tenses, sorry. Number 1. After catching the bus, Martin went to the cinema with his friends. So what happens with Martin? Remember that it is like a sequence, right? As you were telling a story. So Martin did first what? What did he do first? First, Martin, right? Cut, sorry.
Martin
Cut
got
the
the
bus,
bus.
right? Perfect
Then
so far. Then a comma because this is the narrative sentence, the tense, sorry. Then he went to the cinema.
then he went to the cinema.
That is the answer. First, he caught the bus and then he went to the cinema. Perfect. Number 2. The drive to the airport was spent playing games with the kids. So we played games with the kids, while what? While we were doing what? We were driving, of course,
Driving while we were driving
to the
to
airport.
the airport.
Perfect. That is no more than that. Number 3. When they were both at university, Sheila's sister stayed at home because her flat was small. So we have living. When they were both at university, Sheila was doing what?
Was living
Was living.
on
Was
a
living.
flat
Perfect. In a small flat.
in a small flat.
Perfect. That is okay. Let's keep it up. Number 4. During her safari last summer, Veronica saw lions and elephants. So went Veronica saw lions and elephants when she did what? When she went, right? She went on a safari. That is last summer. Went on a safari. Number 5. Javier finished the project, sorry, then his boss asked him about it moments later. So we have the keyword just. So Javier did what? Can you work out what could be the right tense here? Maybe
For example, it says Javier has just finished the project when
I would like you to read it again. Please analyze it again. What tense is here? What tense, grammatical tense we can use here? Maybe the present perfect, maybe the past perfect. Because it says that Javier finished the project, then his boss asked him about it moments later.
Was finishing.
Nope. The right tense here is the past perfect, right? Because the first action was over and then the another action in the past happened. Okay? That is why we have to use the past perfect. So Javier had just in here, right? Finished.
That was
Finished the
finished.
project when his boss asked him about it. That is. Number 6. Rachel's mother called with some good news just after she left the gym. So we have soon. This is a really common structure as well. Rachel's mother called with some good news. Have you ever heard about this expression as soon as? Yes, right?
Rachel
As
is
soon as what? As soon as she left. It's the same.
he
As soon
left.
as she
He
left
left
the
the
gym.
gym.
That's it. Number 7. Walking around town for hours made him tired. So, he was tired because what? One more time, the past perfect, but in this case it's a little bit different. He was tired because he had been doing what? He has been walking,
Working.
right? Perfect.
Yeah, I think
He had been walking, sorry. Yes, he had been walking around town. Had been walking. That is. And number 8. She had lived in 5 different cities before leaving home because her family moved a lot. And we have the keyword time. So her family moved a lot in by. One more time, here you have to use the past perfect. That is the clue. So how could it be? She had lived in 5 different cities before leaving home. Before leaving home. 2 past actions. Because her family moved a lot. So her family moved a lot, and by, I guess as far as I remember, I told you this expression, by the time. Do you remember this one? By the time she had done what?
He don't want.
She had left. Yes. By the time she had left home, she had lived in 5 different cities. It's a narrative, and all of this tense is in past, all of these actions. That is why we have to use the past perfect. And by the time she had left home, she had lived in 5 different cities. Number 9. I was interested in your opinion, so it was my hope that you would reply to my message. Right? We have been. So, what happens here? I'm gonna give you a clue. In here, the right sentence, the part that is going to lead you to the right sentence is, it was my hope. It was my hope that. So what have you been doing? Really easy. I had been doing what? Hoping. I had been hoping, right? Maybe you could write a close dot or not.
Hoping.
That you
I had been
hoping that you or not. It is up to you. That. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You could use that or not. So I had been hoping that you would reply to my message because I was interested in your opinion. That's it. Number 10. Seeing our new car, for the first time was unbelievable. So I could one more time, the clue here is in seeing and could. And unbelievable as well. So what happens here? I couldn't believe my eyes. Couldn't believe my eyes when I saw our new car for the first time. I couldn't believe my eyes. And I guess, yes, that is all about the narrative tenses, like this. Now let's go over comparatives and superlatives. I guess that it is not going to be difficult for you. Number 1. There isn't a burger in New York as tasty as in this restaurant. So this restaurant, what happens here? This is kinda easy at some extent, I guess, for you. How is the right answer, my dear students? Maybe you, Jonathan, can you help me out?
Now, teacher, I am trying.
What about you, Sarah?
For example, this restaurant is the least tasty in New York.
Don't get into
It's
trouble. We are talking about superlatives and comparatives, right? So there isn't a burger in New York as tasty as in this restaurant. It means that what? This restaurant has what? The tastiest, right?
the tastiest.
Burgers in New York. No more than that. That is the tastiest burgers in New York. And that's it. It's the same.
Mm.
Number two. Since the price of paper increased, new books aren't made as much. So they have, we're talking about the papers, of course, they have what? Fewer books, it could be right, but how could it be the whole sentence? Do you give up? They have been making, right? Of course, because we have made there, that is the clue. You have always to analyze what words do you have in the first sentence and what verbs or words do you have in the next one. So they have been making what? Fewer new books. That is the answer. Why? Because the price of paper increased. So they have been making fewer new books since the price of paper increased. And that's it. Number 3. Paul's old shoes were expensive, but his new ones were cheap. So what happens here? We have less, so Paul's new shoes are what? I guess this one it's easy for you.
With less.
Yes, it's less. So Paul's new shoes are what? Or were in this case because we are talking in past.
Were less expensive.
Yes.
Were less expensive
Were
than
less expensive
all.
than his old ones. Perfect.
Mm.
That is. Or maybe because don't forget that in the exam, the examiners are going to take into account all of the possible options. You could write cost less. It could be another option. Only 2 words. Paul new shoes cost less than his old ones. Maybe. It is up to you. I guess the most common it could be were less expensive than. Number 4. There are usually more people at the festival than this year. And we have us. This is a comparative.
There are as much there are as many
There
people.
are
There are
or there aren't. What do you think? There are or there aren't as many people as us? What do you think? There are or there aren't? Please analyze the first one. There are usually more people at the festival than this year. It means that it is more common that there is more people. There are more people here. So there aren't, right?
there
There aren't.
aren't
Perfect. There aren't
there
as
aren't
many people
as many people
at the
as
festival this year.
This year.
Yes. There are not as many people at the festival this year. Only once. Us, in this case. Because we use as to emphasize, to like an intensifier regarding people. As many people at the festival this year. Number 5. Last time I went abroad wasn't as exciting as this trip has been. In this case, is the comparative. As exciting as. So this trip has been what? This trip has been what? Or maybe you could write is. It is up to you. It depends on your overview. This trip has been or is, and we have much. Who can help me with this one? Than the last time I went abroad. Maybe.
For example, says this trip has been or is.
I know you know the answer. I know. Tell me. When you have to compare and to emphasize that something has been more than the other thing, what expression or what we do can we use?
Is less much.
It says that this time, the last time I went abroad, wasn't as exciting as this trip currently, the currently one has been. So it means that this trip has been or is much more exciting than the previous one. You see? So this trip is much more exciting than the last time I went abroad. It is common that if in the first sentence it's in negative, the second one is likely to be positive. We have wasn't, is much more exciting. Or it has been much more exciting. Perfect. Number 6. People from Europe find it harder to learn Chinese than any other language. So Chinese is what? How do you say in English? Por lejos.
Por lejos.
Para decir.
Far away.
So far.
No. Pero en el contexto de decir que algo es por lejos mejor que otra cosa, por ejemplo. No es, have you ever heard about this one? By far. Right? Chinese is by far what?
Oh, yes. Chinese is by far
the hardest.
The hardest to learn.
The hardest what?
To learn.
Hardest language to learn for people who speak European languages. So the answer is like that. By far the hardest. That is, so don't forget. Yes. When you want to talk about that something is by far the hardest, for example, this case, different to the other one. Number 7. If Anna is going to study online, she needs her internet connection to be fast. So she needs fast internet connection network. So Anna should I'm really looking forward to to hearing what is your answer in this case, because this is really, really tricky.
Anna should be faster.
No, we are talking about the internet connection in this case.
Anna should study faster.
No,
Online.
because study online is above. It's below, sorry. It's below. Look at the next sentence. Look at it. We have Anna should, and then we have internet connection if she's going to study online. So study is not in the answer. It's already done. It's already written. So Anna should do what?
Need a copy.
No, in this case, we don't have to use need. We have 4 options actually.
Yes.
What do you think is the correct verb here after should? Anna should
study. Anna should study.
No, we have below study. If she's going to study online.
Needs. Anna should need.
No, we have 4 options here. Should get is the first one.
Connect.
Should have is the second one. Should put in is another one. Or install. It could be any of those. Personally, I would choose install. Should install internet, because what do you do with the internet? Install. You install it.
Yes.
Install, but install or have or get what? A faster, right? Comparative. A faster internet connection than the one that maybe she has now. And I should install a faster internet connection if she's going to study online. Difficult, right? Number 8. Jonah used to lack confidence in public speaking, but he's better now. So, more is the key word. So Jonah speaks in public. In what way? I'm gonna give you a clue. In here we have to use an adverb. Adverb. What is the adverb of confidence? Do you know? So Jonah speaks in public more confidently. More confidently. That is the answer. Confidently than he used to. That is the right answer. Number 9. Gary has never been very far away from home unless he visits the regional capital. So what happens here? It is a superlative. That is the clue. Far away. Have you ever heard about this one? Farthest? Yes, right. The farthest. The farthest Gary has ever been away from home is to the regional capital. That is the farthest. Lo más lejano, the farthest. Number 10. Sunflowers are very common plants to find in gardens. So this is really easy. One of
The most.
yes.
The most.
The most what?
The most
Common
plants.
You can write common types
Flowers.
or common species as well. Common types. Types of plants. And that's it. The next one. It is all about modal verbs. As you can see here, the first one has been done. You mustn't use your cell phone or your phone while you are in the emergency room. So it means that you are not allowed to use your phone while you are in the emergency room. These exercises are really similar like the ones that we have practiced in the student's book, right? Number 2, I need to go to the hairdresser before the wedding next weekend. So, must. How could it be the next one? Do you remember
I
the causative
go.
passive? Do you remember the causative passive with the verbs have and get? Yes, right? We have previously practiced this. So I must, I'm going to write it here. Let me see. Yes, I must. And how could it be if we want that someone else cut our hair? Do you remember the causative passive?
Must be.
Must get or must have, right?
Must have
My hair cut, right?
cut.
Yes, I must get or I must have my haircut before the wedding next weekend. Perfect. That's it. The next one. Number 3. If you didn't want to sit down at the party, it was a bad idea to go. So you already have gone. Be careful with the time, with the tense. If you didn't want, we're talking in past. If you didn't want to sit down at the party, it was a bad idea to go. So it means that you shouldn't or you should not I guess that this expression is maybe new for you. Have gone. You shouldn't have gone.
Have
Perfect.
gone.
In Spanish we could say tú no debiste haber ido. Right? That is in this structure is very common in the exam. You shouldn't have gone. You shouldn't have gone to the party. This structure, this tense is called the modal perfect. It's the modal and then the present perfect. Number 4. She can lose any matches from now on if she wants to finish first. So she will have to do what? If we say that she can lose any matches from now on, we are talking about the future, right? So it means that we need will. She will have to win, right? Every match, all of them. She will have to win every match from now on if she wants to finish first. Number 5 has been done. It is essential to wash your feet every time you get into a public swimming pool. So you must wash your feet before getting into a public swimming pool. Perfect. Number 6 has been done as well. We don't expect you to tell us everything, but secrets are dangerous, said Sarah's parents. So Sarah's parents said you don't have to tell them everything, but that secrets were dangerous. Number 7. You can provide a phone number for us to call if you like, but we prefer email. So you have to do what? Maybe. Do you have an idea? I'm gonna write it here. Do you give up or are you thinking of it?
You could not have to provide.
If they told you that you can provide a phone number for us to call if you like, but we prefer email. We prefer. It means that you don't have to. You do not have to provide a phone number for us to call you because we prefer email. That's simply like that. You don't have to, or you don't need to. Number 8 has been done. Number 9. It is not possible that she forgot your birthday, so maybe she has a surprise planned. One more time, this is a modal perfect tense. It is not possible that she forgot your birthday. So she couldn't, right?
Couldn't. She couldn't
Or maybe she
forget.
can't. She cannot, right? It's always the modal is perfect like this. The base modal we might have forgotten.
Forgot it.
Forgotten. The modal perfect.
She can have forgotten.
In Spanish we could say this: ella no puede haber olvidado tu cumpleaños.
Haber olvidado. O no puede, no puede.
Yes, no puede haber olvidado tu cumpleaños. Like that.
Esas son las voces pasivas, ¿no, profe?
Este tiempo son los modals perfect. Va siempre el verbo modal y luego el pasado perfect, present perfect, sorry. Present perfect. Va siempre have. No puede ir has nunca, ¿sí? Have. Y como saben, el participio de los verbos en present perfect.
Sí.
Number 10, it has been done. Yes. The next tense is future forms. But I guess that we don't have time for this. Yes, time is over. Yeah. So, tell me, was it difficult for you?
We can have to remember some parts of this.
Yes, for this part especially, you have to master all of the grammar at least in a B2 level. Yes.
Then you have to say about probability. It's possible. Probabilities.
Yes, probabilities with likelihood. Yes, we're gonna go over all of this. We have a lot of work to do on this. So on the next lessons, we're going to work on this. Okay. So I would like just to practice that you would write at least, just try, future forms. Try to solve these ones. And if you have problems over something that you want to know, let me know in the next lesson and we're going to analyze them, okay? The future forms are 10 exercises until page number 25. Yes, 25.
20. Okay.
It's from page number 23 to 25. That is going to be your practice at home. Okay? So please turn on your camera just for a while. Just to take this attendance screenshot, please. Yeah, thank you so much. That is okay. Perfect. So don't forget to do this as a homework, and I'll see you in the next lesson, okay? So have a good night, my dear students. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Jonathan.
Bye.